Hi, this is Sean with Lux Landscape Lighting. What are your options for controlling your lights? What I mean by control is turning them on and off. So one of the simplest things to do if you want your lights on from dusk till dawn is to put on a photocell. Photocells are no-brainers. They work whether you've lost power or not as far as keeping the proper timing of the lights to come on. You don't have to go out and set a timer. Kind of downside of a photocell is that you're burning lights all night long and you may not want the lights on at 11 or 12 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's kind of the bad side of a photocell. You're basically on at dusk and off at dawn. The next type of control would be using some sort of timer, and there are basically two types of timers. The first one would be the analog timer. It has a dial that rotates. It's basically a clock. So as the dial rotates around, there are little pins, and those little pins go by a switch, and they either turn the lights on or turn them off. So with that type of timer, you can set them to come on at 8 o'clock at night, go off at 11, come back on at 4 o'clock in the morning, and go off at 8 o'clock in the morning. So there's some flexibility to that. The downside of those are most of them, if not all of them, do not have a battery backup. So if you lose power, they get out of timing. They're not set with the correct time. The other thing is, since our sunrise and sunset times change monthly as the earth goes around the sun, you have to go out and always adjust the on and off times based on when sunset and sunrise is. Another method of timing is what we call a digital timer, and the new advanced digital timers have a battery backup, so if you lose power, they don't lose their programming. And with these types of timers, you can have a different program for each day of the week. They can automatically adjust for daylight savings, so you don't have to go out there and change the clock by an hour in the spring and in the fall. And they also know when sunrise and sunset is. It's called astrological timer. So they adjust based on when the sun's going up. So when you program it, you say, I want them to come on at dusk, have it go off at 11 p.m., come back on at 5 a.m., and go off at dawn. Or you can set them up to come on at dusk and go off at dawn. Or you can set it up just as a clock. So they're very flexible in things that the way they program. They are a little bit difficult to program. You do all that by pushing a number of buttons. So you definitely need to read the instructions as you're doing it. Then the third or fourth way of timing your lights is doing it through a web-based cloud Wi-Fi system. And these kind of best of the best as long as you have a good Wi-Fi signal. You can do it online. You do it on your phone. You can turn your phone on and off with the touch, or turn your lights on and off with the touch of a button on your phone. And it has all the abilities of doing the digital timer as far as timing it based on sunrise, sunset. It automatically adjusts for daylight savings. You can have multiple programs for different days of the week. And you can, on some of them, you can even have special lighting ones for special occasions. You can pre-program them for 3 months out for a particular event. So those are your basic options: photocell, analog timer, digital timer, or a Wi-Fi based computer timer.